part of the appeal of Better Call Saul, right? People kind of feel sorry for Jimmy, but
I think so. I think they feel very sorry for Jimmy. He's in a. They like him, and I think people can relate to him. I hope a lot of people can relate to the aspect of the character that he believes in himself and he thinks he has some talents, something to offer the world, and he's right. We watch it from, the audience, and we go, you're right. You are good. You're good at this and you're good at that. But he cannot find his place. And I think that's a common journey.
There are moments where I hate that I can sympathize.
Yeah.
When he just does a really shitty thing.
Well, I think there's a youthfulness to Jimmy, to his inside. I think he's not as mature as he probably should be for his age, which also is something you can see in the world around you. But he needs to get his ass kicked a bit and grow some calluses. And it's hard, though. It's hard to say that about a character, is to say you just got to give up, man. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah. And I guess it's weird knowing what the end game is and knowing what...
Yeah, but I don't think we really do know what the end game is. We kind of think we do. He's going to... I mean, and this is just as an audience member myself. At some point, he's going to choose to present himself as Saul Goodman to the world, and he's going to choose to give up on being respectable, and he's going to decide that he's a lawyer because he wants to use people to make a lot of money. And that's the end, the sum total of his thinking on it. But then that goes wrong, obviously. It's called Breaking Bad. What I say is, from the character of Saul's point of view, that story for him is some kind of lesson, hopefully, in how that approach that he took is not going to work. So I think it'd be interesting to see what happens after Breaking Bad with this character of Gene and maybe coming out from hiding and finding a different way to be.
Did you think you were going to sign on for anything that quite so nuanced and...
No, I wouldn't have predicted that they would have trusted me with the kind of intense, personal kind of storytelling that they write into Better Call Saul for a lot of reasons. One, because it's just hard to write that stuff and to trust both the actors but also the audience to give a shit and to be patient enough to watch it. That's just a lot of trust to place in everybody else who's participating in the story. And secondly, because me specifically, like, what have I done to show that I should be trusted with that? I think that the guys went out on a limb. They kind of went, we got the great thing, Breaking Bad. Everyone loved it. They ended it while it was still kick-ass, and people wanted more. So they have this goodwill from the audience, right? But what do you do with that goodwill? Do you just do more of the same thing? Or do you test it a little and see how far you can stretch it? And challenge yourself, too, not just to do it, but to challenge everybody involved. And this is what they did. And it's been amazing.